So I put Pringle down on the floor to see what he would do, because he's never been down on the floor before. When he's on the bed, he always tries to take off. But apparently this is what Pringle does on the floor. Absolutely nothing. Talk about monitors. Obviously this is not a monitor. This is Pringle, and he's going to assist me with this segment. However, we do have two monitors, and I can't put them in yet because they are definitely not tame enough. So Pringle offered up his assistance. So let's talk about them. Right now, a lot of people are getting into monitors. Awesome, they are great. Most of them are also absolutely humongous. So you want to watch what kind of monitor you get into. You want to check and see what size they get to when they're full grown, because they look really cute in the little tiny cage, and then it's 4 feet long, and oh buddy, you've got to have a 6x4x4, 6x4x4, or 6x6x4, or 6x6x6. But you have to have a big enclosure. Some require swimming, some require no swimming, some require trees and arboreal stuff. So make sure you do your research before you get a monitor. Honestly, probably the best pet monitor that you can get is an Ackie monitor. Ackie monitors stay less than 3 feet long. They require a smaller enclosure, but they do like to burrow, so you do need a deep substrate for them. But this isn't a care guide. Sounds like someone else that I watch. But they definitely are a really good choice if you want a monitor, but you need a pint-sized monitor. Then you can get into your bigger monitors too, like your savannas and your blackthroats and your mangroves. We have a mangrove, and he is awesome. He is also bitey right now. And that's the thing. A lot of monitors have venomous bites. Luckily, that venom is not toxic to humans. However, they have a lot of bacteria in their mouths. And when they are scared or frightened, they tend to crap on you and then bite you. So you get shit on and bit on when you scare your monitor. My Ackie that I have is still not out of the I'm going to poop on you range. He won't bite me, but he will still poop on me. And then my mangrove will bite if I'm not careful how I hold him, and he also poops on me as well. So good times. Hopefully they'll be socialized soon and I won't have to worry about that anymore. Problem I ran into the other night while I was trimming the tips off of the mangrove's nails, because dang, those things are hooky. I got really bad mangrove bite. So on 2 fingers, you can see how swollen and red that one is. That's not from the venom, that's from the bacteria. So right now I'm on antibiotics and stuff to try and clear that up, because he got me super good. But you guys got to know what to look for. Red swollen bites tend to be bacterial, and you need to go get that checked out by a doctor. You have to be real careful when you're getting into reptiles. Would I recommend monitors as a starter species? Absolutely not. Start out with him. Bearded dragons are great. And they're easy to take care of, and everybody loves them, and they are like the small puppy dogs of the reptile world, unlike tegus that are the large puppy dogs of the reptile world. So I just wanted to go into a little bit of monitors, but yeah, they're meat eaters, so be prepared to feed pinky mice and chicken, and you can, depending on the species, feed them small chicks, quail eggs, all kinds of crazy stuff. So you can do more than crickets, which is exciting for some and scary for others. But make sure you do your research before you get into a monitor. They're super popular. They are super cool looking. They are so rewarding, but they are a lot of work. So be careful out there, guys. And we will have some cool monitor footage for you in the coming weeks. All right, guys, today is one of my favorite days, and that is feeder delivery day. I don't know why I love feeder delivery day so much, but I really do. This week we got some hornworms, we got some black soldier fly larvae, and then we also got a bunch of dubias you can see here in front of Peach's tank. So we're going to expand our dubia colony. This here is our original dubia colony that we had started. and we featured in another episode. And then today we are going to build the new one in this beautiful, lovely blue bin right here, which will be our new improved premier, holy crap, dubia colony. So we're going to go ahead and start building, and hold on tight. I will be right back. Guys, so a big part of the dubia colony is egg crate. Egg crate gives your dubias places to hide so they don't try and eat each other. So we're going to throw a bunch of these in here. And I've heard a lot of people say, you know, oh, you need to put heat mats, and oh, you need to keep them this and that. Well, I have a really good friend that threw a bunch of dubias in a bin and was like, all right, let's see what happens. And guess what? He's got a lot of dubias now. So that's what we're going to try doing and see how that works. So we've got all of our egg crates in our big old bin over here. We're going to take our original dubia colony, and I'm going to open it up inside the box. Now the cool thing is that since this has such high sides, these dubias are not going to be able to crawl outside of the enclosure. So you do not even have to put a lid on it. You can see all my little baby dubias already from the colony I started. All right, so that's cleaned off. I'm going to pick up this big one now. I'm going to dump all the poop off. We're going to get a little bit of residual poop in there, but not a lot. We got a ton of babies in there. That's awesome. I love that. Because that means I'm doing it right. We got a big old, I think it's a girl in there. If you're ever questioning your dubia's genders, the boys have wings, the girls do not. Good deal. Look at all my babies. Look at all my babies. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Come on, guys. Be free, be free. Go in your big new home. Yay. We still got a bunch of babies in there. Come on, guys. I don't want to pour all that poop out. All right, I'm going to go pick through this with some tongs and get these babies out because I don't want to pour all that poop in there. Yep, dubias poop too. Everybody poops. So there we go. And I'll be back to show you the final set. Now my existing colony is in the new dubia bin. As you can see, we'll zoom out a little bit there. They're in the new dubia bin. And right now they're kind of hiding already. But you can see underneath, we've got some dubias in there. Some of the babies, a biggin. So these are here a medium-sized dubia that I ordered from dubia.com. We are not sponsored by dubia.com, but I do buy from them a lot, so I'm going to give them a shout out. I give credit where credit's due. I'm going to set the phone right here for a second and open these up. Now I'm going to add these medium-sized dubias to my dubia colony. The biggest thing, here we go, about starting your dubia colony is getting all different sizes. You want some breeding age, but since dubias can only breed 6 times, you don't want them all to just be breeding age because then you have nothing coming up behind it really for a while. So you want to do all different sizes. You want to do mediums, you want to do larges, and then you'll have your babies coming up from your big ones. So those were my mediums that we added in there. We also have 2 more cups. I think I have larges, and then I ordered actual breeding pairs. Oh no, maybe I ordered smalls. Here's smalls. Which are going to be a little bit bigger than the babies. Oh look, there's a white one. It just shedded or something. Or maybe it's an albino. I'm not real sure. I'll have to Google that later. I've never seen one that's white before, but look it. I have a rare dubia on its back doing the damn thing. All right, so there's a lot in here. I'm scared I'm not going to be able to shake them all off. I'm just going to throw that in there for now and let them be. And then this one here are my breeder pairs. So I'm opening them up. So you see the males have wings here. The females do not. So that's my breeding age ones. These are the ones that's going to give me my fresh stock now. And then you have to give them some sort of water. So they can drown in very small amounts of water. I like these water pillows. They are made by Zilla. They're the cricket and hermit crab water pillows. I use them for my dubias. The dubias seem to extract water great out of them. So I'm gonna come over to our sink over here and get the gel inside of those wet. And then I check these about once every 3 days to make sure that they're still retaining water for my dubias, and it's done great. I haven't lost any in my original colony. So I'm going to put 2 packs of those in there. I had another pack in with my other roach colony, my first one, but for some reason I cannot find it. So I've got to open up a new pack. I always keep spare water pillows just in case they get yucky. I always have some on hand. That way I always have some extra and make sure that my bugs stay hydrated. So I'm just doing the same thing with these. I'm going to get them wet. And that's that. They're all wet now. Now the food's already in there. Right there. I have a little bowl of food that I use. And I use dubia.com's dubia food. I also sometimes throw in some treats, like some veggies and things for them. But I do keep them with the dubia food because that makes sure that they are gut loaded for my animals. So that's about it for my dubia colony. We've got the new improved dubia 2.0 colony built now. Random show clip time.
Scales.
So, I'm going to ask you real quick, what's your favorite reptile?
Bearded dragon.
Why?
Because it looks like a potat when it lay flat.
A potat when it lay flat?
Yes.
Okay.
It makes sense.
What about blue-tongued skink?
I don't know a whole lot about them, but as far as I know, they're pretty cool.
They also look like a potat when they lay flat.
Well, I have yet to see that.
That also rhymed with that hat.
Indeed.
That.
Yes.
What's your favorite snake and go?
Emerald python. Crap. What's the green one? The really green one.
Emerald tree boa?
Thank you. Yes.
Why?
Because it's green.
Why?
Because green's my favorite color. I don't care that
Fair
they
enough.
could probably kill me, but...
I mean, they have fangs. But...
They do.
Or no, that's the green tree python that has fangs. Favorite animal overall and go.
Oh, God. Why? Axolotl.
That's a that's an amphibian.
You said animal. You
Yeah.
said animal.
And I said, because I already asked you your favorite reptile, and you said bearded dragon, and then I'm like, oh, wait, I was thinking, well, why didn't you say axolotl? But axolotls are amphibians, so I suck.
Uh-huh. I know more than you do.
I highly doubt that. Why do you like axolotl so much and go?
Because I've been able to learn a lot about them since we started doing this whole thing. Would you quote with the weird camera angles? I've been able to learn a whole lot about them since we started this whole thing, and they've been a really fun journey to try and take care of. Stop. This is why I'm the camera.
It's a journey?
This is why I'm the camera guy and you're not.
What kind of journey do you feel like you've been on?
A long, winding, tedious journey that has involved me lifting way too many buckets of water.
That is very accurate. Why do you like reptiles and go?
Because there's so many different kinds of them, and I want to learn more about them, and I feel like it'll just be an interesting
You need
time.
to look at the camera, Aiden!
I don't want to look at the camera.
So there's so many?
Yes, there's a lot. Some haven't even been found yet.
And we need them all?
No, wait. I didn't say that. I said no.
If you could get any new pet, what would you get and go?
Tegu.
Why?
Because it's the puppy dog of reptiles, and everybody knows that.
And what would you buy for your Tegu?
A harness and a leash.
I would get it a fluffy bed.
I am walking that thing. I will take it. I will take it places.
You can walk the monitor.
It's not big enough.
Not yet, but it will be.
Okay, cool. We'll start with that.
And then it can eat you with its serrated venomous teeth.
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right, so this has been Random Questions with Aiden. Bye! We are here at the All Ohio Reptile Show.
Here in Hilliard, Ohio.
Yes, so we are going to check out some really, really cool reptiles.
this big dude over here. Oh my god, I've never seen this kind of tangy before. Got some skinks over here. Snapping turtle. I've always wanted to take you. This one looks really cool.
Bearded dragon party.
Loads of dragons.
Lots of bearded dragons. And spicy gag.
So we're heading back from the reptile show. We got some black worms, a bunch of other feeders. We got some crickets, more dubias for our roach colony, and we'll be on the highway here before not too long, and we'll catch you back at the house.
It's the Pringle.